of the Milliken Board of Trustees of June 14th, 2017 to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will the town clerk please call for the roll?
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Kidd?
Here.
Trustee Burak?
Here.
Trustee Nick Ehrlich?
Here.
Mayor Woodcock?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Meisner?
Here.
Trustee Lebron Ehrlich?
Yes, here.
Trustee Austin?
Here.
Agenda approval. Does anyone have any additions or deletions to the agenda? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So move.
Second.
Citizens' comments. Citizens' comment is the point in the meeting where the public is invited to address the town board on any items except agenda items for which there is a public hearing. Public comment on public hearing items will occur during the scheduled public hearings. All comments should be directed to the town board. Please limit the time of your comments to 3 minutes. Please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record. And the town board may make no decisions nor action during this time. If there's anyone with citizens' comments, now's the chance to come up and say anything. Alrighty. Where? Yeah, give it a second.
You want to talk, Heath? Now's the time you get up there.
My name is Heath Gleason. I live at 411, and I have one service dog for myself and one's for my other son, and I have 3 other dogs. And I have a citizen that's in my neighborhood that's been harassing me. There's another citizen that's been putting out flyers saying I have 5 pit bulls. They're not 5 pit bulls. One's a toy Yorkie. I clean up my yard. I've been there 2 months. I got a petition signed from everyone that lives around me, everyone that lives around that individual, and they didn't even know I had a dog, more or less 5. And I'm just trying to see if y'all could accept my variance. They didn't even give me a chance to talk for my variance, but they let somebody for a beehive come in here and talk and get it approved. I didn't get a chance to talk, you know, and I just ask y'all to please take that in consideration and let me keep my dogs. Thank you.
Is there any other citizens' comments?
Mayor, I would like to introduce Erica with the Johnstown Breeze. Welcome.
Hi, Erica.
Put her on the spot.
I'm Leo Hunt, and I live at 410 Heidi Lane. And the only thing that I come up with, and the reason I would like to see this denied, is a number of dogs that would devaluate the property around his property and our property. And so I feel that the city of Milliken is right, you know, 3 dogs limit, that's fine, but any more than that, it's just going to be hard it's even going to be hard on the environment, I would think. But I appreciate your time, thank you.
Thank you.
Frank Kanowski, 2148 Country Club Parkway. The gentleman said he didn't have any pit bulls or didn't have anything like that. I would like to know what kind of breeds they are. And if they're not pit bulls, You know, I've had some bad experience with pit bulls over the years. So I have, just want to know, what kind of,
Bulldogs.
are they bulldogs or are they
Bulldogs.
bully bulldogs?
Well, that's not, this isn't the time and place. for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
All right.
and then
And
also,
I just want to know,
two of them. are
why do you have to
designated-
have
Pete,
5
did
dogs?
you not hear what I said? This isn't the time and the place.
Okay.
He was asking
I understand that, but this is
Now,
citizens'
I
comment.
only have a quick question. You got 3 dogs already? 4 dogs? So I just need to understand, why do you have to have so many dogs in your neighborhood, you know? And so I'm just saying, why do you need extra animals in your house? So, thank you.
You give your kid away? You give your kid away?
Is there any other citizens' comments?
No, thank you, Ty.
Hey, if you guys want, you can get up. If not, I'm gonna close it. Public comment is closed, and we'll move on to approval of the minutes.
I so move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mayor, I just have a quick question. Don't we have an ordinance in town on the amount of, how many dogs you can have?
Yes.
Okay.
Mayor, I think we need to explain to the audience what went on with this decision.
Which decision is that? The one limiting the number of dogs?
No, the one
Trustee-
that he was told that he doesn't get the permit.
Right, and I think that sort of ties into the ordinance that's on your agenda.
Item
I'm
1.
happy to address that now. The town does have a limit of 3 dogs, and that's by municipal code. The town also used to have a variance process to allow more than 3 dogs under limited and special circumstances. However, that variance process was removed via ordinance 725. And there's currently a permitting process which was essentially established for beekeeping. What the proposed ordinance does tonight, and that's ordinance 750, in conjunction with ordinance 725, is express a flat limit on the number of dogs to 3. That's always been the town's regulation, was 3 dogs. There previously had been a variance process which has been removed and which was removed as of the effective date of ordinance 725. So that's why the gentleman here was told by town staff that he couldn't apply for a variance, and that's why the variance application hasn't been processed, because there isn't a variance application on the books today. And I think there's a delay in codifying ordinances in the municipal code that's available on the town website. So there is that, delay in putting that out in the municipal code codification, but the ordinance is adopted and that is available on the website. Does that make sense? Trustee Ehrlich, did that?
So,
The ordinance.
my issue is that the variance is still available on the website. And if we don't have it, why is it still on the website?
How long ago did we get rid of it?
Well,
When
there
you
are
voted for
variance-
the bees, when you guys
Is there a
voted for
variance
the
for
bees,
animals?
is when it went out the door.
The ordinance that amended the code is available on the website. The problem is that Muni Code updates once or twice a year the number of ordinances within the code that you search through. And it is available on the website, that is. And we've had communication with Muni Code as far as the timing of that updating, because they don't do it with every single ordinance. They do it periodically. And that's why there was a delay for that.
So I don't agree with that. Town's putting out false information on the website to our citizens. When we make a change here and the board votes on it, it needs to be updated on the website. That's all we have an issue here.
Is MuniCode a
It's
governmental program, or is it a program that we got?
It's a service that's
It's a
provided
service.
to.
And it's listed on, if you go into the Milliken code, it is listed as,
Amended or changed?
exactly. And there's probably 5 or 6 on there right now.
So are you saying the application is still on the
You can still
website?
get on the website and download the application for a variance.
But that's a variance for
The
more
land
than just
use,
that.
yeah.
Oh,
It's still.
Well, the code has always expressly prohibited more than 3 dogs.
I'm not
There-
arguing that point.
Yeah.
I'm arguing that
And-
this
and the-
gentleman applied for a variance and downloaded the information off the website, brought it to the town accepted it, accepted his money. So I guess our communication is terrible. That's what I'm getting after.
Yeah, I'm not aware of,
And then he was told there's no longer a variance. So I understand the permit got denied. His argument was, why is the variance still up there? And
Or why
he doesn't
was
get
he
it
told
to
in
be
the
heard
first
as a
place?
variance.
all I know is that there is a variance process for land use as well. So if you wanted a variance from a side setback to put a fence closer to your property line than is allowed, you can apply for a variance, and that variance process is still on the books and still valid. And that's typically what a variance process is for a land use application, not to allow additional animals, which is essentially allowing a kennel to operate on residential properties.
I'm not arguing that.
Yeah.
The point is that the town accepted his money and told him he was gonna have a variance hearing
And
we-
I'm
we need to
sorry, yeah.
communicate better, okay?
I wasn't aware of that communication.
We received.
And the town's ordinance has been 3 dogs for 30 years, ever since I've lived here. So I don't see that changing, so.
So it's still 3 dogs maximum?
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
so did he pay a fee?
And it was returned to him, yes.
Oh, the fee was returned. Okay, thank you.
Alrighty. There's nothing on the consent agenda, so we're gonna go to the action agenda. Action item number 1, consideration and approval of ordinance 750. Title animal control regarding permitting of certain animals. Is there any discussion on this amendment?
No, I
Anything?
think Linda just explained
Okay.
it. We're just removing the variance process.
Well, the variance process was already removed.
Yeah, we're
Mhm.
just defining. what
The
it
permit,
is.
right.
So, I'll entertain a motion.
Is that with the service dog?
Service dogs
A
do.
dog is a dog. Service dogs aren't exempt from anything. That's federal law.
I got a motion.
Mayor, I'll make a motion that we approve ordinance number 750, amending Article 5 titled Animal Control regarding permitting of certain animals.
Second.
Town clerk, please call for the vote.
Trustee Austin?
Yes.
Trustee Leron Ehrlich?
Yes.
Trustee Burek?
Yes.
Trustee Nick Ehrlich?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Mazer?
Yes.
Mayor Woodcock?
Yes.
Trustee Kidd?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Action item number 2, public hearing for consideration and approval of resolution 17 TAC 15, appropriating funds for the 2016 budget. It is 6:47, and I'm going to open the public hearing now. Courtney.
In front of you is Resolution 17-15, which is to amend the 2016 budget. The first item on it is that in a previous budget amendment, we had you guys increase the expenses for the trash fund, and now we're asking for the revenue to be adjusted by the same amount, which is $35,000. The second item is in regards to the water and sewer loop project. We have budgeted it all under the water fund. and to make it split evenly to where the sewer gets charged to sewer since they're separate funds, we would like the 500,000 switched into the sewer fund instead of the water fund. And that's the only two on that item. Is there any questions?
I have no questions.
No questions from the public? Huh? Does the public have any questions? Perfect. 6:49, and I'm gonna close the public hearing for consideration and approval of Resolution 17 TAC 15, appropriating funds for the 2016 budget. Do I have a motion?
I move to adopt Resolution 17-15, recognizing revenues to the town and appropriating funds to carry out activities and complete projects as approved by the town board.
Second.
Cheryl, can you call for the vote?
Mayor Woodcock?
Yes.
Trustee Nick Ehrlich?
Yes.
Trustee Kidd?
Yes.
Trustee Burek?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Weezer?
Yes.
Trustee Austin?
Yes.
Trustee Lee Ronerlich?
Yes.
Action item number 3. Public hearing and consideration and approval of Resolution 17 TAC 16, appropriating funds for the 2017 budget. It is 6:50, and I'm going to open the public hearing now.
Okay, in front of you is Resolution 17-16. This is to amend the 2017 budget for some projects that were previously approved. The first one is the transfer of the $200,000 from the general fund to the impact fees fund. This is in regards to being able to pave County Road 46. Second one is the town board approved a pilot equipment and lease services agreement with Frontier Water Systems for $47,500. Will increase expenses in the water fund. They also approved an FEI project to monitor and evaluate the pilot study for $44,577. That will increase expenses for the water fund. And the third project for the water fund is the FEI for a blending alternate project that will increase water expenses for $73,477. And the last item is to approve a contract to pave County Road 46 that will increase expenses in the impact fees fund, specifically to streets, for $450,000. Any questions?
Questions from up here?
No questions.
No? Any questions from the public? 6:52, and I'm going to close the public hearing. For consideration and approval of Resolution 17 TAC 16, appropriating funds for the 2017 budget. I'll entertain a motion.
Move to adopt Resolution 17-16, recognizing and appropriating funds to carry out activities and complete projects approved by the town board.
Second.
Town clerk, please call for the vote.
Yes, sir. Trustee Lee Ronerlich?
Yes.
Trustee Burek? Yes. Trustee Kidd?
Yes, but I do have one question. Will any of these appropriations affect the traffic signal that we're working on?
Is that a yes?
I said yes, but I had a question.
Questions to what happened earlier?
You asked the public if they had anything, but you didn't ask the board.
Trustee Kidd, if I may answer, the transfer is just for the paving project on County Road 46.
Right, I
It
realize
won't
that.
affect regarding possible future traffic signals as far as the budgeted amount for that. No, it does not cover that or create an additional expense for that.
Right, but we've already set the money aside for the traffic signal, right? And Mike?
No.
No. No. Thank you. I thought that was supposed to be a priority.
It is a priority as far as, but as far as an exact amount for it or amount that should be budgeted for it, it was not included in the budgetary process, and it has not been brought to you as a separate project at this time.
Okay.
Cheryl, can you call for the vote again?
Yes, sir. Mayor Pro Tem Meisner?
Yes.
Trustee Burek?
Yes.
Trustee Kidd?
Yes. No questions.
Trustee Austin?
Yes.
Trustee Leron Early?
Yes.
Trustee Nick Ehrlich?
Yes.
Mayor Woodcock?
Yes. Alrighty. Action item number 4, consideration and approval of temporary modification of premises for the Burnout Grill. Are there any questions?
Get a convene.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Good call. It is 6:54, and at this time, the board's going to convene as the liquor licensing authority.
Mayor and trustees, I just received today a request for a temporary modification of premises for the Burnout Grill. Of course, I would have had this to you sooner. The reason why it was needed to be on this meeting is because the event is to take place on June 24th, which would not leave any time for me to send this out to the Colorado Department of Revenue Liquor Enforcement or Liquor Licensing Division for their approval. So upon your approval, I will overnight this to the Liquor Licensing Division. The last event that was held a few weeks ago, from my understanding, it went well.
Reality rides.
Correct. It was a charity event. It went well. I don't believe there was any issues with our police department.
Excellent.
Any questions?
Have any questions?
No questions.
Well, if there's no questions, I'll entertain a motion.
As the liquor licensing board? Okay.
I move to approve the liquor license application submitted by Danielle Jennings for temporary modification of premises for the Burnout Grill located at 1760 Broad Street, Unit A, Milliken, to allow for the licensed premises to expand into the adjacent parking area for a benefit event on June 24th, 2017, only from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., subject to the following conditions of approval. 1, the licensee shall pay all required liquor application fees, and 2, the licensee shall provide adequate staffing and physical barriers to close the area of the temporary licensed premises to prevent unauthorized consumption of alcohol.
Second.
Second.
Town clerk, please call for a vote.
Yes, sir. Mayor Woodcock?
Yes.
Trustee Kidd?
Yes.
Trustee Leron Ehrlich?
Yes.
Trustee Burek?
Yes.
Trustee Nick Ehrlich?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Meisner?
Yes.
Trustee Austin?
Yes.
6:57, we're gonna adjourn as the liquor licensing authority and reconvene as the Board of Trustees. There is nothing else on the agenda, I'm going to adjourn the meeting at 6:57.